Welcome and good afternoon. This is Commish Orr, and today I thought I'd put out a little video on an Excel dice roller that I created for season ticket baseball. I know that there are you can use ball roller. Is that what it's called? Ball roller from Ball Stat Ball Score. Is it the ball roller? Anyway, I know you can use that, and there are other ways to do the dice online that people use, and that's fine. This one I had, just created for myself, and so that I'm going to be doing my tournament here, my best of the decades 1930s tournament with season ticket baseball. And so, since I play on the computer with PDFs of the players and such, the way I play is I don't use real dice. So I need a dice roller to do that. Now, I know some of you use real dice. That's great too. But sometimes it's easy for me to sit with my laptop and be able to roll like this right on the computer while I'm entering the scoring the game in ball stat and that kind, or ball score and that kind of thing. Anyway, so what I did was I actually took the images of the dice from the season ticket baseball rules so that they look like the tops of a 6-sided die and 10-sided die, 10-sided die, and a 20-sided die for the auto manager. What I've done in addition to that, so that's one thing. I know there are dice rollers out there, but what I did is I put a little cheat sheet in here too to help me while I'm scoring get used to some of the things that it'll probably take me a few games before they are ingrained in my memory. So not only does it roll the dice, so it has the main die roll up here on the top, the 2 row. The number 4 row has the roll for whether the runner gets a lead or not. So down here, here's the lead dice, we'll say. And then if I need to roll for steal, I can re-roll, and it'll re-roll, and I can look at that time. So down here is a little cheat sheet. So here in the middle, this middle one, which I guess I could swap them, but I just put it in the middle for whatever reason. This is looks at this die roll and determines whether it's on the batter, the pitcher card, or defense or stadium card, and it just puts it in here. Again, I know that that's easy enough to just look, but I had the screen real estate, so I put it in there. This P here shows, based on the white die, if it's a defense, the white die tells you which fielder the defense check is on. So 1 is the pitcher, of course. So that's what appears here. And if it's a 0 for a rare play, then this would say rare play, I believe, down here. And then down below here is a little cheat sheet for me. So does the runner get the lead? Well, in order to determine that, you roll 3 dice, like seen here. And then you add your steal, or excuse me, you roll the 2 dice, the 2 10-sided dice. You add your steal rating, and it has to be greater than or equal to 10 plus the hold rating. So I kind of put a little cheat sheet in there for myself. Does the runner get the steal? Or do they challenge? If they are challenging the arm of a fielder, do they make it? Well, in that case, what you do is you add all 3 dice. You add all 3 dice to your speed, and it has to be greater than or equal to 10 plus the arm rating. So this would be this bottom set here, and you can see that. So that's what that number is. Pickoff. Same thing with pickoff. Pickoff is the pickoff rating has to be greater than the highest of the 2 10-sided dice, and then there's a pickoff. Well, in this case, the 2 10-sided dice are an 8 and a 3. Has to be higher than 8. Is there an overthrow? An overthrow is if the fielding rating is lower than both 10-sided dice, and the lower 10-sided die is a 3, so fielding rating would have to be less than 3 for there to be an overthrow. So again, a lot of this stuff, again, I know you can look it up, But for me, it's just like a little cheat sheet so that I am reminded of some of this stuff and I can at a glance see this and kind of get used to it as I learn the game better and that kind of thing. Likewise, over here you see foul out. This looks at the blue die, and if the blue die is less 5 or less, then it's a foul out. If the ball were hit to the catcher, first or third base, and it's a fly out, then those are foul outs if the blue die is less than 5. If the blue die is a 9, then it is a line out, I believe. So that's the other thing with that. If the blue die is a 9. So I have it all set up so that if I roll, it'll just pop in here and tell me. Same thing over here with hit location. So hit location, there's a chart in the rules that shows you that if you have a single with IF in parentheses or infield, it will, based on the blue die, it will tell you which infielder it was hit to. If it's a triple, it'll tell you what outfielder it's hit to. And if it's an other base hit that's not otherwise listed on who it went to, the chart will tell you who it's hit to based on the blue die. So all this is doing is it's looking at the blue die and it's populating this based on what the blue die is. The other thing I have added in here is if it's a 509, so if this were a 509, then you do a weather change. The weather could change. So if this rolls a 509, then in the spot over here, it'll say weather change. And that'll tip you off, because I was afraid I was going to forget that actually when I rolled a 509. I thought I'd just trade it as a regular rare play. But if you're using the additional rules or the optional rules with weather, then this would say weather change. You'd use the weather change. The other thing that it will do is on a challenge or steal, if you roll triples, 1-1-1, 2-2-2, 3-3-3, then there's a rare play, which is either a throw off line, collision, ejection, that kind of thing. And so if this is a triple, then this will populate with the correct rare play on the challenge or steal. So that's kind of what it does. All you have to do is you hit F9 and it re-rolls the dice as you see here. 1, 5, 7. A 1 is on the pitcher card. 7 is not less than 5 or less, so it's not a foul out chance. It's not a rare play or anything like that. And again, the lead here is adding the 2 10-sided dice, which add up to 10. A challenge or steal would be adding all 3 dice, which is where you get the 14. And then, pick off and overthrow is looking at the highest or lowest number. And again, the hit location updates as well. So I like it a little bit better. I wanted something that looked, had a good look and feel to it. And this uses the actual graphics from the rule book for the 10-sided dice in white and blue and the 6-sided die in red. And so and the 20-sided die in green. And so it just looks pleasing to me, I guess. And so I just put it together. Very quick, very, very quick and dirty dice roller for season ticket baseball specifically. And because there's no rules, there's nothing proprietary, about dice rolling. I guess the hit location would be proprietary and in some of these, but I don't think that's any big deal. But there's no other rules here. There's no cards shared or anything like that. So I should be able to share this on Facebook, on the site, and maybe on the Delphi forums too. So be watching there. You may have seen this anyway when I post it. Anyway, hopefully this is helpful to everybody and something I know it's something that I'll be using. And if you want something a little bit better than just a numbers on a screen, you want the dice representation like this and a little bit of a cheat sheet, then this could be for you. With all that said, that's where we will leave things. Thank you so much for watching. Be checking out, keep following this channel as well as baseballmaelstrom.com to follow my Best of the Decades 1930s tournament that's coming up. where I will be using this dice roller actually to play that out. But anyway, that's all for now. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, have a great evening.